What is up, YouTube? Back in the garage again. XLCH is still sitting here just like we left it yesterday. Lots of work to do, but before I can start working on this, I mentioned it in one of the last videos, but if we come around here, 351 Windsor. So small block Ford, but the bigger brother of the 5.0 that's currently in the truck. $399. So should be good. It's got some good plugs in it. It looks like it's been rebuilt. It's all repainted, new gaskets and things like that. But intake manifold, the stock 4-barrel cast, has a good old hole right here underneath the ratchet strap. But I got a complete motor for free. Well, trading some powder coating work at the shop to a co-worker of mine that picked it all up. Here's the problem. I don't have any space. So finally started bringing some of the bikes back. The bagger's still over at my buddy's shop. That table of miscellaneous crap needs to go away. We got the stupid 350 in the back corner, the 302 that needs cam and lifters next to it, and worst of all, my cherry picker is buried all the way in the back corner. So that's got to come out and roll out to pull the motor out of the truck. Bring it back in. I do have one extra stand, so I'll just throw this motor on that stand, and once it's on wheels, it doesn't really matter where it's sitting. So I'm going to throw you guys up on the tripod as I kind of figure out what we're doing in terms of flip-flop and stuff. Got to move the wagon, and then back the truck up, make it a little bit closer, because this driveway is terrible to roll things on. Yeah, this is going to be fun. Seemed like a good idea 2 days ago, and then now I'm realizing the amount of work needed just to get it into the garage. And then we get to figure out what we're actually going to do with that thing. There's a good chance that motor might make it back into the truck, and then the truck motor with the AFR heads and everything else might go into the Falcon. I don't know yet. This trans, since driving the truck, it still runs and drives and shifts, but it is not happy. We've got a brand new 3-speed underneath the workbench over here that's ready to drop into that. I might just paint it. Probably won't. I'm probably just going to pull the 4 volts, leave the bell housing and clutch on, yank the trans out, throw the new one in. It might go on this 351, it might go on something else, and I also got a set of long tube headers with this 351 that I haven't picked up yet. So that's kind of what we're looking at. I'm going to play some vehicle flip-flop, move all of these stupid bikes out into the driveway, and make room for an extra motor that I don't need. Okay, that was a ton of work. I got everything laid out. 3 motors jammed in the corner now. So didn't move this. Super glad I was going to fire that up, but there's not really a point. Had enough room to get by. Regulator that I put in the iron head did not work because I just went to try and start this. No go. Battery's completely drained, which means I crossed one of the wires. And it's draining voltage from the battery through the regulator, is my guess. I'm gonna diag that better. I know I was a little nervous on that one just in terms of the color codes, and I haven't touched or messed it with it since I did that a couple days ago. So in 2 or 3 days, battery's completely dead, not even a light at all, and it's too dead to charge on a battery tender. So not done yet, still need to figure that one out. It's definitely a regulator issue for sure. I'm just guessing that the red and the orange wire out of the regulator are backwards based on the lack of information and instructions that came with that. It's a Voltec. I used the Excel wiring diagram thinking that the orange would be the output, red would be the connection to the tan wire. I think that's how I have that set up right now. Yeah, red goes to tan, orange goes to red. I'm gonna flip-flop those, and then I gotta charge up this battery. So put this on an actual charger, not a tender, and charge that back up, and then send it down the road. Chopper started right up though, so that's a win. I was actually impressed with that. You guys get to see that live. That is cold start from sitting all winter. I have not tried starting that since I posted one in the winter. I think it started that bike twice total all winter, but pretty easy. A couple primer kicks and 2 attempts. Squirted some extra gas in there from sitting. Fired right up, so that's good. Super glide should start. That's been hooked up to the battery tender, so that's got an electric start. Not as fun to watch, but everything else is pretty much good to go. Finished cleaning up the layout in here. And I'll wrap up this video. 351 motor came home. The lovely Dottie all stayed in the deck. Killing it out there. I haven't done much. Somehow got out of that one, but she's miserable. I'm miserable. I had this all cleaned out, and I was supposed to move that toolbox. I haven't done it yet. Those go up on the deck when she's all done, so those boxes will be gone. Toolbox is still got a flip-flop, but been just busy with work stuff and flip-flopping all these motors and other stupid things that came along. I need to somehow figure out where I'm going to put an LS in here, because I got a free version of those too. Just needs a timing chain, so we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all those fun things. We'll be back on the XLCH tomorrow and hopefully finish buttoning that up. We're down to points, timing, fluids, and generator. I do want to do a video on the generator to show you the difference between a sporty and a big twin generator. And I do want to do a quick how I set up points in terms of timing them and getting all that laid out. I know there's a couple videos out there, but I figure I might as well do one on that. And then the infamous will it run video, all coming soon. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Tell your friends. Don't want to subscribe? Hit that like button. It costs you nothing, helps me a ton. Appreciate it. I want to get to 1,000 in the next month or so. So whatever you guys can do would be awesome. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.